Hey, good morning. It's Sunday, July 7th, and we're going to solve what happened. We're going to solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle. I'm not sure. I think I clicked on an ad, I guess. Today's puzzle is constructed by David Karp, whose name I do not recognize, but I'm sure he's terrific, and he's going to do a great job with this puzzle for us. We're on an 80-day streak, which is pretty cool. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm thinking about this 138-day streak, but that's a long way off. So who knows? I really intended to do a live solve yesterday, and it actually turned out to be a pretty good one to live solve, a pretty quick Saturday solve. But man, am I tired, and I could hardly keep my eyes open yesterday, and just thought I was not going to deliver the goods. So today is not a show day at the AMP. We're loading in for La Boheme in the New York Philharmonic, which starts on Wednesday. So got a couple of days without shows to kind of take it easy, and figured today would be a good day to tackle this Sunday solve. Which, if you watch this channel regularly, you know how I feel about Sunday solves. They can be a real grind, and when I have a mistake, it can be really brutal to find it in this oversized grid. So we shall see. Let's find out. I hope the week went well for you. I hope your July 4th holiday was a blast. And without further ado, let's do it. Common ingredient in eyeshadow. Interesting. Never bought that. Anticipate a near success, so to speak. Sci-fi comics sound. Is that just like bam or pow or something like that? I don't know. Zap. I bet it's Zap. That's the new mascot. Oh yeah, this would be like Poe the Raven, I bet. Zap. Animal in the Bacardi logo. Interesting. Wayfair alternative. Is that Etsy or eBay? Is it Etsy? I'm not sure what that is. I shouldn't fill that in. On Sundays, it's a little more important not to make a mistake, to have an error in the grid because it's so hard to find it. An egg-laying mammal. Uh, Art Deco, know that one. What a boring meeting never seems to do, and admit one was wrong. Is that like own your mistake? No, that's too short. Own one's mistake. Own. Is this going to be mistake? Vinegar. I don't know. Attitude. Chemical compound in plastics and rubber. Clear to see, maybe. Clear to see, maybe. Something Thomas, Puccini, blah. Like a room with a lit fireplace, often. Like a room with a lit fireplace, often. Interesting. Second calling. Not doing great here. Research trials using withheld information. X. Genesis brother. Bush Jr. is the only U.S. president to hold one. Is this like Cain, Abel? To hold one. Interesting. Go for. Calvin and Hobbes. That's Susie. Opulent. Lavish. Something. Presentation prop is an easel. Royal whose wedding had a whopping 1,900 guests. These long ones are going to be tough. A city that's home to the Green Dome. The Green Dome. Well, I think this is MLS, right? Major League Soccer. So the Green Dome. Like Madrid? Could be. Party. Like entity? Nope. Righting wrongs. Hmm. It's like an amulet. Amulet. Righting wrongs. What typos? Spartan Queen of Myth. Delivery room figures for short. Um, well, there's a few people in a delivery room, right? But it's going to end in an S, I bet. Month between Avril and Juin is May with an I think. Cries of pain. Again, probably going to end in an S there. Enthusiastic Spanish assent is CC. Gush is to spurt. Spurt. Could be. Pioneering chemist Lavoisier. No idea. Like some hipster t-shirts. Hipster t-shirts. I mean, vintage, pre-aged, like, that's sick. So what is this? Like denial, like no sir. For once you said opine. Big name in chicken, Tyson. So iconic, I bet. Friendly debate opponent. I mean, like, so to me, this is a sparring partner, but like, obviously, this is way, way, way too long for that answer. Like, partner could work. Forms coal. Key of life. Yeah, that's like an onk, right? This is Siri. So let's say it's partner, right? I'm sure of it. Siri's in play for. Oh, whoops. What is this? Oh, ironic. It's like iconic, but sort of the opposite. Um, like, how is that not sparring partner? I don't get it. Gossip spreader is a yenta. Your wishes, his command is a genie. Likewise, well, that could be ditto, but it also could be like so do I, so am I. And I bet this is spare me. So like so do I or so am I. Run out of clothes. Is that like streak? Irma Bombeck. All right, getting a little bit of momentum here. Lab mice of 1990s cartoons. Okay, so like this is definitely Pinky and the Brain, right? But like that doesn't fit. I'm sure that that's the answer to this one though. Pinky and the Brain on Animaniacs. Um, F on a final. Oh, false. Slowly wanes as support. Like erodes could be. To no avail. Infuriates ires. 4 or 6 pointer say. Is that a buck? Like the number of points on his antlers. Display at a school show would be a diorama. I don't know. Is that how you spell that? OED ender is Z. Last letter of the Oxford English Dictionary. Excuse me for texting errors. Excuse me for. Okay, so this is something about autocorrect for sure. Excuse me for texting errors or a hint to this puzzle's theme. Like stupid autocorrect, I want to say. Its egg resembles an avocado. That's probably an emu. Cheerful tune is a lilt. Core things. Core things. I mean, your abs or nuclear reactor. Opposite of absorb. Shill for. Is that like rep? Yeah, this is Pfizer. Rep. Oiled up. This is just like all double letters. Trash would be dis. So could it be like. No, that can't be right. This is weird. But yeah, like try one. Like right now, it just looks like double letters, but head turner at a racetrack is a rain. Is this just this is a Keurig, maybe? Robert. That's Robert Kraft. So, boy. Oh, it's a kettle. Kraft. And this must be Yogi, right? And Sydney. Like, Taekwondo. Triage pros are RNs. Urged is like egged. And so is it just regular now? Like, what? So why is this all doubles and this is all regulars? I don't, that seems weird. Stag, not buck. Um, cheerful tune. Oh, is it lilt? Or Bloody Caesar cocktail. Is it like an anchovy? Ugh. I bet it is. No returns, like as is. Okay, so 10 minutes for a first pass is not great, but like I feel like we made decent progress, and I have some idea what's going on with this theme. I guess. Um, moving on. Makeshift limbo bar at a wedding. Is it like a tie? Letters before a 34 across. I don't really get that one. Abandons as an argument. Marsh plant whose flower resembles a corn dog. Like some kind of a reed, right? Hmm. It's like, how? What is this? World capital at the foot of the Elburz Mountains. No idea. Take cue from? Maybe. Turn one's back on. Longest distance between two places. Heck. NHL Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers. Ox. Mass in something minor. A minor, perhaps. Guitar sheet music. Man. A gentle breeze. Is that like a zephyr? Is that a thing? Vinegar. Admit one was wrong. Oh, humble pie. Wait, no. Is it not humble pie? This is acid. Eat a slice of humble pie, right? What am I doing here? Popular brunch cocktail is a daiquiri. Brunch cocktail. Bring to life. Animate. That sounds good. A QB's feet is a TD pass. Italian for tooth is dente. When you say you want your pasta al dente, that literally means to the tooth. Inspiration for many a gospel song. Speech therapy subject might be a lisp. Looks good. And humble pie still pretty strong there. Flight selections are Rose. Second calling. Bush Jr., the only president to hold one. Is it like an MBA or something? That can't be. MBA? Maybe. Enable. We'll find out. A minister's robe is an alb. Oops. Alb. What is this? Toasty. Hot leaves are tea for a teapot. OxyClean. Axl Rose. And this is what? Experiments. Blind. This is a weird theme. Jesus. Generate with up, like gin up, like a member of South Asian diaspora. Is that a Desi? Oh, retail for. See, this is a Desi. Set of guiding principles is an ethic or an ethos. Not sure. It's one of those. Words from someone who's following you. Like I see. The tongue of the mind per Cervantes. The tongue of the mind. What is this? Opulent is not garish. OMG, you are too funny. Like ROFL or something, or like. Duke's address under is .edu, Duke University. On top of that, also, bunch is like a slew, probably. Serious thing to play for. Make sense. Ice on one's head. Is that like a tiara? This is going to be sparring partner. Still don't really. Like, right? Because this is Tia, this is Snit. This is a barn. God, this is confusing. Emotionally tax, like brain. Oops. Oh, so this is Kate Middleton. I don't like, but what? Like Kate M I. And then is it like D? Like why, or is it doubles in some places? This is drum up support. Serious thing to play for keeps. Make sense is add up. Oops. Add up. So I bet this is Medina. And the green dome is like a mosque of some kind. The tongue of the mind. Pen? Oh yeah, and then plush. LMAO. Okay. I don't know how, but we're getting there. Party is carouse. Arouse. Eating, doing. Apple is Asmara. Boy, it doesn't seem like there could be that many places that fit here. Rates of return. A cool amount. Cool mill. Whichever is any. Nevertheless. Seems like something might be wrong down here. Something a newlywed might wear or dance to at a wedding. Might wear. A newlywed might wear at a wedding. Might dance to a beat. You wouldn't wear a beat. Boom attachment is a sail. Custom car consideration is okay. So something's got to be wrong here. Offshore, like a sea, probably. So both of these might be wrong. Oops. App with rides and bikes is Uber, I think. Flow Rida. This excuse for fat fingers. NBC's Peacock Parent. It might make one's hair gel. She. This is core beliefs, which means this is not Uber but Lyft. This is Clamato. Ugh. And this would be like the trim Clamato. Ugh. Tomato juice with clam juice. Nevertheless, even so, in early 11th century year, I'm so bad with the Roman numerals. UFO crew is ETs. All right, we're 20 minutes in. We've got 80% of this filled. And we have a good handle on this theme, kinda. This is syndrome. Common ingredient in eyeshadow. Could that be like talc? I bet, because that would give it some grip, right? Anticipate a near success. Animal in the Bacardi logo. Is it a cat? What is this? Brunch cocktail. Wayfair alternative. I mean, Wayfair is a place you buy stuff online, right? Like, IKEA maybe. Egg laying animal is a mammal, pardon me. Egg laying mammal is shouldn't be that hard. Admit one was wrong. Eat. Let's die. Eat. I mean, this is Edmonton, but like, like BB. So this would be like UUMM, something like that. Oh God. Eat. I just don't know how many doubles, triples, quadruples. Bah. Lip is attitude. Chemical compound in plastics and rubber. This is going to be a tough one. This is a Bellini. Bellini? Alma? Flight selections. AKA. Alias. Flight selections are. Ales. Like a flight of ales. Okay. Title in a Puccini title. So this is what? Blind experiments. And this is a cat tail, is that right? And this is Madam, like butterfly. Inspiration is a hymn. Chemical compound. Eat humble pie. Oh, capital. This must be Antoine, and sparring is and Damon. To no avail. Like vainly. Oh, you might wear a band or dance to a band. Let's see, this is vainly. Eritrea, vainly, rates of return, balance, ransoms, emit, absorb. Okay, here we go. Let's go. World capital at the foot of the Elburz Mountains. Turn one's back. Oh, snub. This distance between two places. Time? Ooh, this is taste it. Come on, baby. I can taste it. Time. Something's wrong here, though. Take a cue from. Is that right? Like, what is this? Egg laying mammal. I mean, Edmonton, right? In B, right? Time. Oh, this is going to kill me if I get this far and can't complete it. World capital at the foot of the Elburz Mountains. Like, what could this be? Or is this. This is the one that should give it away here. I should be able to get this for sure. Egg laying mammal. I mean, taste it. This could be an A, right? Madama. What is this? A world capital. A world capital. Take a cue from seems right. Snub seems right. Time seems right. Edmonton in B. Guitar sheet music. I mean, so this is probably going to end in a vowel. I mean, maybe not time. What is this? Oh my God. Oh, don't do this to me. World capital at the foot of the Elburz Mountains. Like, this has to be an H, right? Could it be anything else if it was a U? I mean, world capital at the foot of the Elburz Mountains. I mean, the Elburz Mountains, where do I think those are? Is it the Alps? Like, is the Elburz one range in the Alps? I don't know. I've never heard of the Elburz Mountains. Um, this kind of feels like it should be an L. Like, what is this world capital? World capital. I mean, take a cue from seems really good. So does snub. And so does time. And so does Edmonton Oilers. In B, I mean, those have to be right. So what is this egg laying mammal? Egg laying mammal. This is going to kill me. World capital at the foot of the Elbrus Mountains. Taste, it's got to be right. Eat humble pie. Seems right. What could this capital be? Like, if this was A, E? Oh, Tehran. Okay. 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 Egg-laying mammal. Shun? What is this? Yikes. Didn't make it pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's like fat finger syndrome. Okay. Oh, I'm glad they kind of tied that together. I'll be honest, when I entered that A, I did not think echidna would be correct, but here we freaking are. Pretty happy with myself for getting that one done. Um, that was a doozy. And fat finger syndrome was kind of a good revealer. Um, has anyone ever sent a text that looked like any of these though? Like, I mean, fat finger syndrome, you end up, getting auto corrected and it's just nonsense words that don't add up in the context. But it's not usually like, oh, 3 U's and 5 X's. But what do I know? Let's have a look. Talc. I like that I was able to figure that out just because I know talc, is kind of grippy. Seems like it would work. Taste it. Should have gotten that earlier, but I think that was a pretty good one. Zap. Bat is on a Bacardi logo. That's kind of weird. IKEA. I've never set foot in an IKEA store. How do you like that? This thing, Echidna. That's cool. Art Deco. A boring meeting never seems to end. Eat humble pie. Uh, humble pie makes me think of like one of my favorite movies of all time, Almost Famous, and there was the band Humble Pie in it. Attitude is lip. Styrene, really tough. This crossing Tehran and below Echidna and stuff. In HD, Alma Thomas, of course, Madama Butterfly. I'm pretty proud of myself for figuring out that that might be an A. That really was a game changer for me. Toasty Room, that sounds nice. Alias, Blind Experiments, Cain and Abel, Retail for Susie, Love, Calvin and Hobbes, all timer. Plush, Easel, Kate Middleton, Medina, Aroused, Typos. Wow, Lita, a lot of tough proper nouns here. I mean, like, right, we've got like Echidna, Styrene, Alma Thomas, Madama Butterfly, Susie, Abel, Kate Middleton, Medina, yikes, Lita, a lot of them. Okay. Ows. This is kind of a weird one. Lita, OBs, my, Ows, CC. Not a great row there. Tagush is to Spurt Antoine, another tough name. Ironic t-shirt, sparring partner. I liked it this one. I mean, the first thing I thought was sparring partner, and then it turned out to be correct. Yenta, Genie, so do I, Streak. That makes me think of the movie Old School when Will Ferrell's like, "We're going streaking." Irma Bombeck, Pinky in the Brain. Oh, I mean, that one really hits me in a special place. That's of my era. False erodes, vainly eyes, stag, talents, Zed, Fat Finger Syndrome, Emu, Lilt. I'd say that the cluing here wasn't especially clever. It was hard just because the fill itself was hard, but could have used a little more wordplay. Shield Force to Rep, Olay. Oh, I like this. Olay is a root word because you root for someone. Clamato is the most disgusting thing I could imagine. I would never drink tomato juice in the first place, but especially if you mixed clam juice into it. As is Ty, aka Let's Die, Cattail, Terran. Take a cue from. Boy, this is kind of weird now. The longest distance between two places is time. Edmonton. A zephyr is a gentle breeze. I would have said that a zephyr was like a type of blimp or something. I don't know. Acid Po Bellini. Never had one of those. Animate TD Pass. I like Animate. I wish Animate had kind of like, well, I guess they had animated. Oh, no, it didn't. Like, what the creators of this across did. I don't know. Animate. TD Pass. El Dente. Him. Lisp. Ailes. MBA. Interesting that George Bush Jr. is the only president to hold an MBA. I suppose that kind of makes sense. Alb. T, Oxy, Axle, Amulet, Drum, Desi, Ethic. It's like the pen is the tongue of the mind is cool. I like that. LMAO, EDU, also slew, keeps, add up. Man, this is starting to feel real tedious going through this. Damon Lindelof, like another, it's like, who knows that name? Drain, Doing, Tyson. Yeah, I don't love it. I mean, there's just a lot of blah, straightforward stuff. It was well executed, and they, managed to tie it all together pretty well. But I can't say there's a whole lot of highlights in here. The Ankh is the key of life. That's kind of cool. Spare me, oiled up. They're all just like fine. They're all fine. Eritrea. Oh, its capital is Asmara. Of course, you must be referring to Eritrea. Ransoms, Cool Mill, Any. Kaiser Kettle, Kraft is really interesting. Like, just a note about Bob Kraft. So Wick Grusbeck, who owns the Boston Celtics, just sold his majority stake, and people were like, "Why would he do that at this particular time when the value of the franchise is huge and they've just won the championship?" And like the two-word answer to that is Bob Kraft. Like Bob Kraft 10 years ago was riding high, just crushing life, and his franchise was worth the most money. We were winning all the time, and fast forward 10 years, the guy, not only is the value of his franchise probably declining, but the team stinks, and he's become sort of a pariah in Boston for running Belichick out of town. Anyways, why would Wick Grusbeck sell the Celtics? Because cash the chips in when they're worth the most. Yogi the Bear, Yogi Bear, Yogi the Bear. I don't know. Even so, band, sail, trim, a sea lift. Well, that was exhausting. I'm pretty happy that we got it done. We got to a 81-day streak now, so keep hope alive. But yeah, that really kind of took it out of me. I don't, that might have broken my brain for today. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that really long, tedious video solve. And if you did, you can demonstrate that by clicking the like button. If you were so enthralled by it that you would now like to see all of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. That's cool. And that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to just shut up and move on with my day. You'll probably see me Thursday after La Boheme, maybe, and I'll report back about how the opera went. But in the meantime, I hope the weekend continues treating you well. I hope all your solves are smooth and all your grids are flawless. And I hope you'll join me again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.